Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm bringing you a very recognisable taxi London cab from 2005. It's covered 159,000 miles, which would be a bit of a concerning mileage for a usual 2005 vehicle, but for a London taxi it's actually quite low mileage. They tend to have many more miles on. However, having looked at the stickers, this one looks as if it had done its service in the London Borough of Westminster. So you never know, you could have had some famous politicians in here. It's a TX2, it's a bronze, and it's actually got a 2.4 turbo diesel, and it uses, believe it or not, the same engine that a full Transit uses. So super reliable, they start real easy. They're very well known for doing many miles. So as a alternative to an SUV, an excellent promotional vehicle. As you can see, this one currently has the livery from a slipper company, but there's nothing stopping you having the sign writers remove this one and advertise your business. It's a very inexpensive mobile advertising billboard, and a lot of these London cabs get used for that because they're physically quite large. You can get a lot of information, and it's a quirky thing to see parked around. Now, it starts on the button, it drives without fault, it drives exceptionally well. There's an automatic gearbox, very easy to drive, and anyone who's ever driven one of these, they probably would never drive anything else as large that has such a fantastic turning circle. And if you can remember just how well those London cabs do in the city, literally turning on a sixpence. So I'm going to get up and close to it, and it actually really is nice and shiny and well looked after. So I'm going to go panel by panel. So I'm going to start on this rear wing. It's a good bumper at the back, nice smart wheel trims, good tyres all round. There's an MOT through to the end of October. Obviously a big chunk of this car is covered up with advertising, and they tend to. It's got a wind deflector, which is really handy for driving around with the windows open. Very good front wing, excellent condition on the front bumper. It's really nice and shiny, and it's obviously been very well looked after. There's there's not much in the way of stone chips on the front either. It's a very clean front panel. It's very good on this bumper as well. I've already checked all the tyres, and they're proper taxi tyres made for these vehicles. Very clean and tidy. Just down the side here, good straight panels. I'm looking out for any damage at all, and I'm not finding any. And that's a very good boot. This is where the plate goes. So if this was back in the days when it had its licensed plate for London, it would have been stuck on there. And the only place I found a little bubble is just here. That's the only place. Everywhere else it looks super tidy. So I don't think I probably need to tell you too much about what a London cab looks like in the back, because at one time or the other, anyone who lives in the UK has probably been in one. Of course, you get these fold down seats. So you've got two facing that way, and a couple of seats in the back, and a fold down armrest. I think I'll jump in. And it's been kept in really good condition in here as well. You've got a full protection, high impact plastic to give security to the driver. And also, if you've got lots of noisy children in the back, I can vouch for it being a great sound buffer as well. Being a modern taxi, it's got the mod con, so there's an intercom system here. You can turn a fan on in the back. There's lighting that you control as the passenger, electric windows. Plenty of space. I mean, talk about leg room. I could, it's like a limo in the back. Nice and big and spacious. There's your speaker in the back. And I'm now going to show you one of the great features of these vehicles. And I know people sometimes buy them if they've got dogs, and they use them as their dogmobile, because London cabs have this great feature. I'm just going to show you here. You pull that down. Oh, sorry, you have to first undo something on the door here. Let me just show it to you, because not everybody realizes that they've got these. You lift that up, pull that down, and then you've immediately got a ramp which allows disabled access straight into the cab. And actually in the boot, let's see if I've got a key here. Well, that was lucky. There's an extension piece there, and that's where your spare tyre. Now they haven't got a massive boot in London cabs, and it certainly is taken up by that extra piece of aluminium which fits onto this ramp system to make it easier to get up into. But of course what cabs have got, they haven't got the extra seat here, but they've got this huge area, and this is usually where the taxi drivers will put any extra luggage. And there's probably some old bylaw about somewhere to carry a bale of straw. Now it really does go back to the early days of the Hackney carriage. So she's in good condition, she's ready to put to work. MOT through to October 2020. There's no known faults with this taxi. It starts, it drives. I've driven it myself, had a bit of fun driving the family around in it, and got some nice waves when people realised I wasn't going to stop and pick them up. I was just out for a fun drive. So she's in stock now. This one's a really good example. We're very lucky to have one so clean and straight. Certainly something we were considering doing, because we own a garage, is that we were considering using this as a promotional vehicle for ourselves. And if we don't sell it, we probably will. But with us, we like to get things in, put them through a workshop, make sure everything is working as it should, and we like to sell the best vehicles we can. And I genuinely believe that this is one of the nicest examples of a well-maintained London cab from 2005, with this very reliable 2.4 Ford engine fitted to the Transit, automatic gearbox, sensible mileage for one of these because they can be at least double, and it's been well looked after and it's ready to go. Thank you for watching the video, folks. It's Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out.